secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Buying time to his left.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So we've come to halftime here with a visiting. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're going to get this down to about their 17-yard line here. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. On 1st down, Rodgers steps away to his left. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try.
And he missed it. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league,
he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 60 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Up the middle, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 11 now.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They'll take over their 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers being chased out left.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket. Time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Hey, check 20.
Rodgers to throw once more. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Rodgers. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Antoine Infield.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drop. Oh, the quick slant caught. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. touchdown. Cameron Braid from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete. And now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the